subscribe, like, comment, and turn on the notification button so you are aware of our future episodes that you will love so much.
All right, welcome guys. Thank you so much for this wonderful offering, Hunting Jessica Brok.
If you want to lure your prey, the best way is to make them think that they are the predator. Happy hunting!
This film, I'll start with you, Ori. It's set up against a South African backdrop, but it has an international feel as a national thriller. How did you balance that? Those two differences.
Firstly, you got to have a very strong team and a very strong director to understand how to tell a story, right? And when Al and I first came across the script with Known Associates, it very much was written, I would say, un-South African. It was more like the safari aspect of it was the South African touch to it, but it was very much like US special ops and Russian bad guys, and it was quite interesting with the way Alastair and our writer at the time, David Jones, took the script and actually adapted it to work for South Africa. Very different to what the original script was. And I would say with Alastair on board, it was quite easy to just adapt it to what we needed it to be.
Alastair, the development process, what actually was the actual step-by-step process of how you guys got to come up with the final draft of this script? How did you pick it up? And if you can just take us through that.
Yeah, so Aaron and myself, we'd been cutting our teeth on low-budget independent films, between our post-production business. So we'd always been on the outskirts of the industry. But our last film that we did together, a film called Triggered, really got us a lot of attention, and got us a lot of meetings, and got us into Known Associates' circle. And they offered us this script. And at the time, it was something, it was kind of interesting. It was we didn't know if it was going to be our next project. Film takes years to make. But we took it and we said, let's see where things go. Where it went was COVID hit. And now we're stuck at home and we've got nothing to do. So we opened up Hunting Jessica Brok, and we started going if we did it this way and we did it that way and we took this out and we did this, and we had basically 4 months to sit around at home brainstorming something with no other pressures. So we actually had the perfect development time. It was something to really focus on, streamlining it. We wanted something that was just balls to the wall action, nothing, we didn't want to cheat anything. So it's we were going to flip a car, we wanted to see the car being flipped. If we wanted someone getting stabbed in the arm, we wanted to see that. We didn't want to cheat anything with the edit. We wanted to completely throw the audience into this character's journey. And we there's been a bit of backlash at the moment with female-led films, and it seems like people are getting tired about that. But we feel like it's not really going to affect us, because we wrote this film for a female lead. We didn't make, let's do John Wick and just put Anna de Armas in it and call it Ballerina. We made this film with the female gaze. We got the actress Danny to do rewrites on the script, to bring, she's a mother herself, so it's our development process was very collaborative.
I was going to touch on that the character was quite complicated. She's on one side very gentle, she's a mother taking care of a daughter, and on the other side she's a lethal, assassin, she's a killer, just that process of putting together, this character. Could you just maybe share that with us?
Yeah, look, the character only really came alive once Danny signed on for it. Before that, we didn't know, we didn't really know what she was going to be. Like, you know, I'll show you the original deck for this thing, and it was a big, staunch, tattooed white Game Ranger. You know, it was something like that. You know, but then we realized, no, let's rather go like more of a African twist. You know, put like a you know, person of color in there. That was like quite important to us. For us, one, just to stand out, to make something different. You know, because we planned to make this thing for the rest of the world. You know, like I know South Africa's, you know, very diverse in what they're putting out at the moment, but not a lot of that is traveling beyond the borders. Yeah. So yeah, it was, and I'm not saying David got it because she's a person of color. She got it purely on merit.
It's phenomenal, actually.
She was, yeah, she burst away like.
But she was also part of the development process, so she
No,
liked and so on.
We developed it for so long, and our casting process was so long that like, yeah, I mean, I think it took us. We've been on this movie for 5 years.
The actors have been on it for 2.
The actors have been on it for 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
So it's funny how people never really recognize how far you come with the product.
Yeah.
And everyone just takes it and
Great.
Yeah. But I want to ask about A-Game versus the refinery. You know, they say it's not good for the director to be in the editor's room, which I think that's total nonsense. But how did you separate the different duties of your companies on this project?
Sure. Yeah, look, obviously running 2 types of businesses is very challenging.
Yeah.
But myself and Alastair...
Which you're doing a great job, by the way.
Thank you. Exactly. But myself and Alastair got into this game because we're filmmakers at heart, you know. We started doing post-production in order to harness our passion, which is filmmaking. And when we took over the refinery, we realized that it's hard. It is hard to make a film, you know. No one's out there willing to support, you know, especially, you know, post facilities. It's quite difficult to get your foot in the door. And we've had it in the past when we tried to get in the door with refinery, where we had the doors shut in our faces. And we wanted to make like a film-friendly facility where people, for filmmaker-friendly facility, so that where people needed assistance or they needed guidance, they could come to us and we would do whatever we could to try and make that work. And we felt like we established that kind of culture into the people that we've been upskilling and raising within the business. So when we had to step away from, I would say, the day-to-day operations of the refinery during the production phase of Hunting Jessica Brok, we knew that it would be in good hands.
Yeah.
It's also good for our clients because they understand we're not just a post business.
Yeah.
We know the passion, the struggle that they've gone through on set. Yeah. When they hand over their raw footage to us, we become custodians of their dreams, and they know that we are going to fight to finish this product in the best way that we can.
Man. So now you've got the American release that's happening. When is it?
10th of September.
26th of September.
Okay, but in the States.
Yeah.
Okay, how many cinemas and anyway?
It's over 100.
Yeah.
New York, LA, Philly, Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you like the viewers to take away, you know, from the film, and especially for those who don't know much about the South African culture, who'll be watching a film like this? This will be the first time seeing what we're able to offer cinematically. Is there any words you'd like to say to them?
I don't think I want you to take away anything from this film. I think I want you to have a good time. This is a wild ride. There's no message. This is just a sick action film. Yeah, something that I would rent on DVD back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
Watch it on the biggest screen you can.
That's it.
Yeah. I would like to say that we just hope you can realize South Africa has some badasses,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And hopefully they can watch our film and go, we're watching something that was made by Americans, or something that was made on an international level, and they don't actually see that this was a South African film, if that makes sense, you know? We don't want...
Yeah. We don't want to be categorized.
We don't want to be categorized. We just want people to watch it and go, this was a fucking awesome film. Apologies for swearing. We want people to watch it and go, this was an awesome film.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Mark, we look forward to watching Hunting Jessica Brok, and we know it's going to be an absolute blockbuster. and a lot of people are going to be watching it, and it's going to be very successful.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.